It's been a fairy tale first season for rookie coach Andrew Webster, but the Warriors mentor doesn't want it to end on Saturday night.
Anytime you're the Final Four is always a privilege, I suppose, and the boys deserve it. They've done extremely well, had a great year, but yeah, we want more. So I don't think anyone in sport's ever satisfied, and I'm happy that I'm here, and I'm happy I'm part of it. I'm only here because of the boys, so I'm grateful for this opportunity, but there's a long way to go. Yeah, I don't want it to be 1 year, and I don't want this week to be our last week. So just focus on getting the job done.
Yes, it's been an incredible year for the New Zealand Warriors and for Andrew Webster. Now, most coaches that go into a club, like the Warriors, who have struggled, they try and tear the place apart. But he hasn't really done that. He's gone in with the same squad that were there last year, and he's turned them into a chance of getting to a grand final. He's done an amazing... When you think about it like that, yeah, he's done a great job, and we've been complimentary of him all year, and so it should be. But he hasn't really made huge or significant change there. He's done it with the players that he's had in front of him.
Been phenomenal, Braith. And one of the first things he did, Buzz, was he just picked the telephone up, rang every single player, said, I just want to let you know, I've got the gig. You're in my plans. I want you invested. Are you keen? Are you on board with us? They all agreed. Sean Johnson was another key person that he said, mate, I just want to let you know, I'm backing you. We're not going to be looking around for other halfbacks. I want you to get back to being at the absolute pinnacle of your game. And I think that trust is what has helped him remain so humble and have so much success in his inaugural year. The fact that he's backed his playing roster rather than trying to take an axe and chop it to pieces.
Well, Gordy, you know, as a player, if a coach puts trust in you straight away and you haven't been playing that well, you want to give back, don't you?
Well, it's a two-way street, and it's been an amazing turnaround. And Buzz spoke about him at Cronulla and even last year. Sean Johnson, I thought he was on the scrap heap. I thought this would have been his last year, maybe in and out, and a young kid might have come up, but he's been absolutely outstanding. So the confidence, I think, between the player and coach and tapping in and tying into that, and he's done an amazing job. Because everybody's playing better than what I thought they could have.
They picked up two new players, Jackson Ford on the edge and Nickel Clockstad out the back, who's been outstanding. The interesting thing was when you speak to their recruitment people, they ran 15th last year. Then they go home to New Zealand. So it's a bit like Canberra, the distance, and not the Canberra struggling club, but they're a long way away and they're running 15th. Everyone wants to play finals football.
Isn't Canberra 2 hours out of Sydney?
Well, it's still a long way, mate. It's cold in winter, as you know.
Yeah.
So it's not an easy job to pull together a roster like they have. And you know you've got to give a rap to their previous coach, Nathan Brown, and his recruitment man, Peter O'Sullivan. They signed 12 of those 17 players that'll take the field at Suncorp Stadium tomorrow.
Yeah. But they didn't go that well last year.
No, they finished 15th.
They didn't.
They were second last.
Yeah,
so
but
I think it's credit to Andrew Webster that he's been able to get players like he didn't. Those two that you touched on, Nickel Clookster and Jackson Ford, I don't think he signed them. And it's a similar story with Mitch Barnett up front and also Murata Nakoro. They were signed by other coaches to come and be part of whatever was being built. Webster's then taken over, got them to buy in. For a first-year coach, that's an enormous achievement.
No disrespect, but Andrew Webster deserves all the credit.
Absolutely. No, he should be coach of the year.
He's gone there, as I said, with the team that come 15th last year, and they're in a prelim and a winnable prelim against the Broncos. He's done an incredible job.
You look at his side, Braith, his two wingers, Natalie Zelezniak and Montoya. They were unwanted at Canterbury.
Are they new wingers or were Tani Zelezniak and Montoya you met yet?
Yeah, what did I say?
I don't know, but go on.
I'm sure I spat that out. But what I'm saying is they're both, the way they bring the football back, they're both averaging 150 metres this year with the footy. It's
they're doing a great job, Buzz.